Hi, this is Janice from ScrappyCutsOnline.com, and today I'm going to show you how to do page 9 of the Baby Mine mini album. After you cut out all your pieces, it's time to start putting the elements together. This element is going to be the baby buggy. I just had a solid green, but I wanted to get it a little bit decorated, so I used my gel pens by Sakura to make little polka dots on the bottom part of the baby buggy. After decorating the bottom part of the baby buggy, I put together the wheels. And there's 3 pieces to each one of the wheels. There's the dark brown, which is the back of the wheel, and the green, which is in the front, and then, of course, the little daisy cutout that decorates the front of the wheel. And I use my quick drying glue to put the 2 pieces, or the 3 pieces together. And you notice that there is a hole in the center. That's so you can align the pieces all together. I wanted my little yellow daisy to be a little bit brighter, so I used my yellow glaze pen to give it a shine and to make it brighter. And then do the same thing for the second wheel, making the spokes or the little daisy portion of the wheel a little brighter and shinier. For the center of each of the wheels, I used a brad. This brad is a little blue brad that I had in the shape of flowers, and I thought it would look really cute in the center of this baby buggy wheels. After the wheels are assembled, then you can put together the baby buggy body. And this, I made 2 half circles so you could decide which one you wanted on the top and which one you wanted on the bottom. I decided to put my little polka dotted side on the top of the baby buggy. So using my quick drying glue, I assembled the baby buggy bottom to the baby buggy top. If you've used brads to put in the center of each of the wheels, I definitely would use glue to attach it to the baby buggy, because those brads tend to lift the dry adhesive up, so that way your baby buggy wheels will stay solid on your baby buggy. Add the paper eyelet trim to the top of the baby buggy, gluing it from behind the baby buggy. Next comes the handle, gluing it again from behind the baby buggy. I like to add texture to my pages, and with this baby buggy I decided to add some fiber. I had some really pretty lime green lace that I decided to put on as trim to the baby buggy. I keep all of my same colored buttons or the same tone of buttons in one jar, so this is my yellow jar of buttons, and I added buttons to the baby buggy for trim. Now that the baby buggy is complete, it's time to start putting together the letters for baby. There's 2 pieces to each letter, and on each letter is a little hole for a tag. You could apply your letters to your page by using a brad or just gluing it on and using a bling. Later you'll be able to see that I decided to use ribbon, and I didn't tie bows because they're so small. I just tied it in a knot, and it looks really nice. Before layering the pieces of the page together, I distressed each one of the light colored pieces with Tim Holtz Distress Inks. In this case, this is vintage photo that I'm using, and I believe it just makes the pages more antique-y, personal. I don't know, I just kind of like that look. You may not like it, but I do. And then start layering your pages once all of the pieces are distressed, if you choose to do so. I use my ATG gun to add the pages together, or the layers together on the page, and I think that works just fine. As you can see, this is the blue gingham, and it's going on a background of a striped that matches the blue. Then the scalloped picture frame, as you can see, it's been inked also. Then the yellow inside of the picture frame. And then the last piece that would go on is the white piece where you would add your photograph. Then next comes a scalloped border with a contrasting color that is, I use my ATG gun and I aligned it up to the side of the blue gingham. The next piece to this page is a small piece, a 1/4 inch strip of paper that is 6 inches tall. This strip of green paper is hiding the seam of the brown border with the blue gingham paper. You could also add fiber to the paper. I was thinking that I would add the fiber that matches the lace on the baby buggy. And then you want to add your baby buggy using glue so that it stays on really sturdy. You can try not to use some glue on the very top of the baby buggy. I forgot when I put this on. The reason why I say so is because then you can tuck the picture of your baby underneath that corner of the baby buggy, but I had forgotten and glued it, so was hoping that it would not dry. That's why I did not press it down on the top. And then you're going to add the letters to your page. I made it so it looked like the letters were hanging from the picture frame, and I staggered the letters so that maybe the A was above the B, over the B a little bit, so they look more like they're really floating. I decided not to use the same lace that I used on the baby buggy trim. I found this lovely piece of green polka dotted satin ribbon in my stash, and I thought that looked really cute. So what I did was I measured a strip of the ribbon to go across the page, and that would leave enough to tuck underneath the page and secure with tape. And then I wrapped the other piece of ribbon around that strip of ribbon to create the bow. The satin ribbon hides the green paper that I placed on the page, but it's okay. Make this page your own. You do not have to do everything that I did. And I like the ribbon. I thought the ribbon looked prettier than the green strip of paper. After adding the ribbon and securing that end of the Y, I used glossy accents to paint over or color over the letters of baby. I wanted the letters to have a glossy finish or an enamel looking finish, and glossy accents is an excellent tool to get this effect. Then with glossy accents, which also is a good glue for holding fabric together or things that are hard to glue down, such as plastics, I added my little knotted ribbons to each of the tag holes of the letters. And that's the page. Look how the letters shine with using that glossy accents. Isn't that pretty? It takes about an hour for the glossy accents to dry. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as well as the others that I have made. Leave a comment if you like. Thanks. Bye-bye.